Hi, Tony from Far More Koi again. It's drizzling here at the moment. It was trying to snow earlier, and I've got a feeling that can turn back to snow very shortly, but I hope not. But the temperatures have dropped, but the sky is full of it, so who knows? The weather's so unpredictable. Now, before I forget, because I've got a terrible memory, I want to give a really big thanks to some of you who've welcomed me into this community, really, and shown interest in my koi journey. It's been a long journey actually up to now, because I've been in it a long time, but the recent times when I've just started this, can't stop my hand shaking, sorry about that, but been really good, and I've enjoyed your comments, and likewise I've enjoyed your videos, and you know, this isn't everybody, but these are probably the main channels that have given me support in these early days. Now, first and foremost, and he was really welcoming, and he's a great character, and that's Vince from Twisted Towers. Thank you very much, Vince, for all your support. And then secondly, really good as well, really nice young chap, Jamie from Keeping It Koi. He's been a real good support to me, and again, I enjoy his videos. He's had some trials and tribulations during the time of his, well, after his pond build probably, and I believe he lost quite a few fish at one point, and that's always sad, but he's been great. Then there's Mark from Irish Geordie's Koi. I very much enjoy his videos and his very unusual pond. Very good watch, and love his journeys back down from Scotland where he's been working. That's been great. And Tobias Holenstein, he's a very nice chap. Just a likeable chap. He's currently building a pond and having all sorts of groundwater troubles and sheeting it over and the like. Chris from Stubbs Aquatics, really nice guy. If you want to know anything about keeping fish in tanks, he's the guy to go to. He's got a hell of a lot of knowledge. Johnny, Koi Fish Johnny, nice character. He's had a few health problems, I think, just recently. He fell over at the back of his pond, and he's getting over that now. Jill and John from Wayside Coil and Lifestyle, they gave me one of my first shout outs, and they're a lovely couple. They're currently doing up their bungalow, and but they've got a beautiful pond. They put the koi in the pond before the bungalow, and who can blame them? But the bungalow, I'm sure, is going to be wonderful when it's finished. Really is. I mean, they've really let us into their lives, really, big style, and they're a funny couple. Not funny in a funny way, but funny in a humorous way. Very good. Keith from Seaver's Pond, always commenting on my channel, really nice of him. Dave from Koi Karma, it's not far from me in Newbury, I believe. Really nice chap. And Martin's Koi Pond and Garden. Thank you so much, Martin, for putting my my channel on your wall of fame in your bar area. that's coming along really nicely, and always enjoy watching you. And the last one is quite sad really, because what got me into watching YouTube and koi was the late Mark Gardner. Believe it or not, there's the camera that side. Believe it or not, I found his channel, and I probably watched one of his vids halfway through, and I found it so interesting. I thought I'd go right to the beginning, and I went right to the beginning, and I watched every one of his vids. And I thought, oh, this is great. I'm really going to enjoy following this. And I got to his last one, where he done an artificial spawning, and went all through it, and I enjoyed it, and I was really looking forward to the next episode of that, and it didn't come. And so I started looking into all of his vids a little bit more, and I spotted in one or two of the comments that Mark had sadly passed on. He'd been suffering from COVID, I believe, but he actually had a heart attack, and that was it. I believe New Forest Koi took on all of his fish and fry at that stage. He had quite a lot going on there, but such a nice guy and such a loss to the koi community, and he was the one that really inspired me to sort of get started on this. Anyway, today I've received a parcel, and it is some media, and I'm going to upgrade my tank canister media. Not all of it, because you have to do it a bit of a time. But anyway, I'm going to get on with that. See you in a bit. Well, this is the parcel that I took delivery of today. So with any luck, it should have the media. But I'm upgrading at least part of my canister filters for the fish tanks with. I think it's going to live up to it's well packed anyway, its expectations. It's meant to be wonder media. So it's Biohome. I bought some Biohome Ultra. It should be over here somewhere. Oh, it'll be all over the place in a minute. There it is. Oh. Now it ain't cheap, but once you've got it, you got it, haven't you? So this was 80 quid for 5 kilos, and another 7 quid to have it posted, so 87 quid. So that's the Biohome. Just bear with me. So this is it. meant to be absolutely fantastic stuff. It's very porous, millions and millions of micro holes through it and whatnot, and generally it's got really good write-ups. It's meant to be able to support both types of bacteria, so in an unaerated situation it's meant to deal reasonably well with getting rid of nitrates as well, but I shall find out whether that's so or not over a period of time. So anyway, I'm going to get ready to install it, so I'll get back to you in a minute. So these 4 little chaps are doing quite well. That seems to be my debris corner of the tank that I have to keep siphoning out from time to time. Both their toiletries go in that corner, and spent food as well, so I have to keep siphoning that out, and generally I do that when I do a water change. I've added a sponge, you can see it with the reflection, got a sponge filter in there, and another one there that I'm trialling. I don't think that's the one I'm going to generally use, although I've got it, I'm going to use it now. But this one, I've bought 3 more of those now, and you can fit a little bit of moving bed above that, so I'm getting those well and truly matured, hopefully, before the fry season comes, because those will have to be turned off because they'll just be all sucked in there. So I have before now. I'm always stealing my wife's stockings. They keep you quite warm in the winter actually, but generally it's for going on over these, but they get clogged so quick, so I'm going to just turn that filtration off and use sponge filtration this time. Considering I actually emptied this tank and refurbished it not very long ago, and it was sterile, it's actually doing quite well because it is building up with a bit of growth on the bottom now. I'd like to see some growth on the back and 2 sides, not the front because I want to see the fish, but it is maturing, and they're doing quite well. Now the filters that I'm going to do a bit of an upgrade on is, this is an Aquamanta EFX 600, and I know there's some plastic media in there. Well, that's going to come out for a start, and this is a Eheim Pro 3, and I've got quite good media in there, but some of the clay balls that are in there on one of the trays, I'm actually going to replace the plastic media in there with, so both of those are probably going to end up with a bit of this Biohome Ultra in them. So I'll get right back to you. Okay, let's unplug these 2 filters. That's the wrong one. There's such fun, isn't it? And that one. Let's get them unplugged from the water supply. Let's switch it off. Then I've got to get this out. Good thing they're not indoors. So let's open that one up. My wife would kill me. I used to have, many years ago, a massive marine tank, and technology wasn't what it is now, and it wasn't easy keeping them, but back then, I'm not sure it's that easy now, but I think with technology it's probably a lot easier. But I stocked it all up, and looked wonderful. My children was very little. I used to sit on a beanbag with them on my knees and read a book while watching the marine fish in this tank. But I ended up with 2 of the fish left because, well, I had this great big lipstick tang, came worth quite a bit. That wasn't a bother, but I had a big porcupine puffer, and he was big basically because he snuck up on everybody else and ate them. So I wasn't that knowledgeable about marine keeping really, and the people where they sold them me didn't really give me the best of advice. Mind you, it was good for them because every time a fish would get eaten, I'd probably go back and buy another one. And so there you have it. Now, this is the one for the plastic balls. And they've been in there forever, so they are sort of biologically mature, but they're not the best of media. So, oh gosh, the alligators come off that one. Great. And they float as well, which makes life a bit difficult. So that's the plastic balls. That's nice and clean down the bottom. It was only the top tray that looked filthy. So these plastic balls, I'm just gonna chuck them in here, really. Now this might take me a little while, so I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've got an empty container now, so I've put all them horrible plastic things up there. So now I'm going to get some of the clay balls out of this one and put them in this container. That can go in there, and I'm going to actually upgrade that basket in there in the first instance. So I don't know if you'll see this, but I'm going to put it on the floor out of the way. I'm going to lift the top basket out, lift the grating off, and this is a basket full of little clay balls that I'm actually going to put in the other filter, making room for the Biohome to go into this tray. I don't think you want to necessarily watch me pouring this in here because it might take a while, it might go everywhere, so I'll get back again. So that's got those clay balls in that tray, and there's still a few on the floor. Still finding some. Amazing, it's just like that bloody cave on it gets everywhere. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but never mind. Somebody might watch it. I'm going to put this coarse sponge on the top of those. It will. The water does go down through that way, and it might help keep them clean, providing it fits. So that's going to go back in. They don't always snap back in that well, but let's hope. Should give that a rinse really, but I haven't got anything to rinse it in, so at the moment it's going to go back in as it is. As I say, the route the water takes in this one is it goes down through the media, it comes back up through this pipe through the pump and returns to the aquarium. So let's hope this thing goes back together, because I might be pushing it a bit, putting that bit of sponge in there, but we'll give it a go. This filter, there you go. Had this filter some years. It's the first one I had really. And move it back a bit. Every time I need to get a circuit, but not circuit, but Jubilee clip for that, because it keeps coming loose. Turn the water back on, and get filling back up with the bit of water I lost. And I should get to turn that one back on. Hey presto. So, in some ways that one's been upgraded a bit anyway, because I've got the plastic media out, and I've got the clay balls in, but now the job is to upgrade this. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it at the moment, because lots of people say you should throw this media in very randomly, but Ian Miles of Evolve Filters, he always puts his media sort of very tightly fixed together in a very neat sort of way. He doesn't randomly put it in. He said he had a great deal of problems with parasites once. He felt that where stuff was being caught in his shower, they were sort of hiding in those nooks and crannies. So he started to do it sort of, and to be honest, you're not trying to create a mechanical filter with a shower. You're trying to get as much biological out of it as possible, so if the water flows through well, because it's all packed in as a neat pattern, that's not a bad thing, I don't think. So that's how I've done my showers at the moment, and so I don't seem to catch any algae or anything, because it just tends to pass through it. So I honestly don't know that I can be bothered, to be honest. Yeah, let's just chuck it in there. After saying all that, I'm gonna just chuck it in there. I ain't gonna put it in neat. And I'm not washing it off either. I'm sure it'll be fine. while I do this, I'll leave you and I'll get back. So that's that tray filled up with Biohome Ultra. So I'm going to pop this back in here. Really splendid. Pop that back on there. And pop this first collection tray back on there. I think that's on. Yeah. Good. Again with this filter, the water goes down into this sponge. There's 2 holes in it there. Down into this sponge, and when the motor head is on, the motor head seals to this centre bit, so that's disconnected from this. So it overflows down here in this corner, goes right to the bottom of the filter, and then it comes up through all the media, and then there's a little non-return flap just there, and that motor that encases that sends it back through the return. So we can hopefully put this one back together. Open the valve. It's filling up. Hopefully it will. Perfect. Not there to come out. Those are there. So as I say, when I get to buying 3-week-old fry, I won't be using this filtration system anyway. I'll be using the sponge filters by then, but I thought it'd be good to get them well and truly matured and buy another set for that tank, and these will be switched off. But at the moment, obviously for making life easy for myself, it's not like the tank's indoors, so I'm not hiding any pipes behind the tank. I've got them all in front, coming down into the 2 units at the moment. This one comes in here, out here, goes up through this UV. This is a 36 watt, well over what I need, but a 36 watt Aquamedic, got one on there as well. And then again this one comes down 2 pipes into there and 1 return, and it's some really good filtration for fish of this size. And as soon as the fry get big enough that they're not going to get sucked in, I will swap over from the sponge filters back to these, because the amount of waste they start creating as they're growing is enormous, as you probably all know. So they become a lot of work then, lots of water changes, lots of filter cleans, and off we go. So I'll get back to you in a sec. So that's a little bit of an upgrade on the filters for these tanks. When that's matured, I will actually put some more in, and the canister filter, the Eheim, for the other tank, I will upgrade that. I will probably end up putting more in that one because I've only got one filter on that far tank. Nice little fishes. Don't you just love your little fishes? So thank you all so much if you've watched this video through to here. Very kind of you. It's very flattering to me for those of you that do. Can't thank you all enough. I've not long started this, so I'm new and trying to get a bit better at it, but enjoying it anyway, and enjoying your company online with all your comments. So thank you all for the subscribers so far, and for all of you that like, share and comment. That's very kind indeed. And if you've been watching any of my videos at all and you haven't subscribed, I would be very, very happy for you to do so. As I say, it's very kind. Thank you very much. And to everybody, because this will probably be my last video now before Christmas, have a very, very Merry Christmas. Have a very good New Year. Let's hope the New Year will bring good things to us all, and life will improve in the UK and abroad. As I say, very kind. Merry Christmas. Bye for now.
Jingle, 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 jingle all the way. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. Soon Miss Fanny Clyde was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. He got into a drifted bank and we caught a song. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, one